back to RelationCode, myself Moan. So today's video is a little bit different. Originally I wasn't going to do this video. I don't even know where the camera is. I'm trying to look deep into your eyes right now. Yeah, I think that's your eyes right there. But I can't help looking at the screen, so forgive me. Anyways, listen. Originally I wasn't going to do this video. But then I decided, or then I realized that, you know what? A lot of us experience this or go through this. And what do I mean by this? You probably can guess. Entanglement. Entanglement. Well, I guess if you click the link already, you would know I'm going to be talking about entanglement. But yeah, so listen, entanglement. Shout out to Jada. Listen, Jada, I mean, she didn't make up the word, but she used it. And see, when she used the word, mad. It triggered off a lot of people. And you know what? To be honest with you, it's one of those words, for me, that we needed. We needed that word, entanglement. Like, to be honest with you, like, the only I mean, I did know of the word before, but in the scientific meaning, like, for example, like in quantum physics, entanglement is when you have two separate particles that can be entangled. And what that means in physics is they're intrinsically tangled, not physically, they're not stuck together. They share, so once they become entangled, they share certain properties. And though that entanglement is really, really strong, meaning that if I kept one particle here in London and we move the other particle that it's entangled with all the way to Jamaica, they would still be entangled through space and time. So whatever I did to that particle in Jamaica, it would affect the particle in London, or vice versa, instantaneously, straight away. To be honest, a lot of scientists don't really understand how this works. But it's a thing. It's a thing. There's a lot of studies on it. So yeah, entanglement of particles I've heard of, I know of. And to be honest with you, I think understanding that will be the next big scientific discovery. But that's for another video and probably another channel. This is not a science channel. However, we are talking about entanglement, the love entanglement. Now, the love entanglement, let's talk about that. Jada used it in her red table, round table, one of those things. I think it was a round table, red table, the red table that's round. Yeah, to describe her connection, her relationship with August. And it made me realize, I was thinking about it. I mean, it's been like a few days now, but I was thinking about it and I thought, do you know what? I've been in that situation. And I was speaking to a few people and they've been in that situation. Speaking to a few more people and they've also been in that situation. And I realized, you know what? How many people have gone through this entanglement situation? And why is it only taken Jada to mention it for us to realize that it's a thing? Like, it's a real thing that a lot of people experience. So here, yeah, let's talk about it. Entanglement. I mean, to be honest with you, it does sound messy, but I'm glad that she brought it up now. Because when she brought it up, I feel like it resonated a lot. It resonated with a lot of people when she brought it up, including myself. So yeah, entanglement. I guess the love definition of entanglement. I'm not even sure what the love definition is. Let me have a look. A complicated or compromising relationship or situation. Now, do you remember back in the day in Facebook? I don't know if they still got it. I haven't looked. But back in the day in Facebook, quite a few years ago, you could choose your relationship status and make it public. So you could say whether you're single. I think it had married. But there was that in-between status that you could pick, and some people picked it. It's complicated, or something like that. It's complicated, and you could pick it, and it could mean whatever. It's complicated. And I thought, why didn't Facebook put entanglement? Whether it was instead of it's complicated or just an additional status. Because it's complicated just sounds messy. You put in your Facebook status, it's complicated. This seems like you're going through something. This seems like something's not working. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be that. And then you've got entanglement, which I guess in Jada's situation was messy, but it's not always messy. And I feel like everybody goes through some sort of entanglement. Even couples that are together at the moment would have to be entangled to get to that stage. So yeah, Facebook, you need to sort that out. We need entanglement on the status. But yeah, back to the video. Yeah, so entanglement. Now, entanglement is one of those things that it happens. We can't ignore it. It happens. People get entangled. It's part of getting to know someone. Do you know what? Okay, I'm quite happy we've got this word now. I mean, we've always had it, but we've got this word now to describe a lot of stuff we couldn't really describe before. Now, I mean, it's up to you how you want to describe your situation, but it's kind of in the limbo. So when things are not official, but they're not exactly unofficial, you're entangled. Now, this could be sexually, could be emotionally, could be financially, I don't know. You could be entangled in many ways, yeah. But we'll stick to emotionally entangled, yeah, for relationship purposes. Yeah, so I mean, entanglement describes that limbo, that void, but it doesn't carry so much of a negative connotation as it's complicated. So yeah, so okay, let's get to the video. So yeah, entanglement is not necessarily a bad thing. I guess in Jada's situation, it was a bad thing. As much as I guess she tried to portray that it wasn't a bad thing and they're over it, it was a bad thing in their relationship. You can just look into Will's eyes and know, listen, that was a big problem in their relationship. But it's not always a bad thing. So entanglement, I mean, I guess if you're gonna get entangled with someone, just make sure the situation is okay to get entangled with someone, if that makes sense. So yeah, because I mean, you get entangled with someone that's married. I mean, it's not going to be a great journey. Let's be real. You get entangled with someone that is not seeing anyone, fine. A year later, you guys are together. 6 months later, you guys are together. Great relationship. So it's more about not so much the entanglement, the situation around the entanglement. And a little side note, I believe now that I've got this word, I was thinking about it. I believe at least, I would say at least 40% of cheating is down to some sort of entanglement. The other 40%, another 40% would be, I think, just a one-off mistake. And then the 20%, they're just a dog. That's just straight. There's no excuses for some people. Yeah, we are not going to make excuses for some people. But yeah, entanglement does cover a big majority of why people cheat. Because you could be in a relationship and then you get entangled with someone. Next thing you know, you're cheating. What the? Yeah, it's that real. But yeah, entanglement. So I'm glad we got this word now. Also, for my Rick and Morty fans out there, Rick and Morty, season 4, episode 4. My favorite episode out of all the seasons and out of all the episodes. Season 4, episode 4. I can't even remember what it's called, and I'm saying it's my favorite. But season 4, episode 4. It's the episode where Morty wants Rick to buy him a dragon. And he begs him, buy me a dragon, buy me a dragon, buy me a dragon. And eventually Rick gives in, buys Morty a dragon. So Morty's got this dragon now. It's kind of like a present, a gift. And after they buy the dragon, Rick actually spends a lot of time with the dragon instead of Morty. And they go on adventures together, and they're doing this together, and they're doing that together. They're flying together. They're drinking together. They're just doing the madness together. But they're having a good time together. And a little side note, another reason why it's my favorite episode is because if you know me, you will know that I'm a big fan of Future. And if you've watched my first video, you would also know I'm a big fan of Future. And that episode is actually dedicated to Future to some extent, which is crazy. I remember watching it, I just smiled like, this is mad. Yeah, so anyways, little side note. Yeah, so, but anyways, yeah, so Rick spends time with the dragon instead of Morty, who he bought it for. Now, in spending time with the dragon, this is so stupid. It has to make me laugh, but it is so stupid. In spending time with the dragon, they get attached. They grow attached to each other. They get entangled. And then they do some soul bond, which is crazy. But then Morty finds them together in the middle of their entanglement. Like literally, like you'll see one entanglement line from Rick to the dragon, and they're floating in the air, all entangled. He walks in on them, and it's like the dragon's cheating on him. And I thought, wow, yeah, we needed this word. They didn't actually call it an entanglement. They called it, what did they call it in Rick and Morty? I think they called it a soul bond. But I tell you what, if Jada did her red table, round table with Will maybe a few months ago, I guarantee you Rick and Morty would have called it an entanglement. 100%. Even they were looking for the word and didn't have it. But now we've got the word. So, yeah, use it wisely. If you're in a relationship, don't get entangled with anyone. Stay far away from that shit. It does get messy. As you can see from the round table, red table with Will and Jada, it's messy. But yeah, so entanglement is not necessarily a bad thing. If you're seeing someone, you want to get entangled because you want it to progress. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. It just depends on the circumstances around the entanglement. But I'm just happy we've got this word now. And I feel like we're going to be seeing this word a lot more. And Facebook needs to change their status. They need to change their status, relationship status thingy. And they need to put entanglement in there. They have to. Trust me, they have to. But yeah, so that was just another short video. I don't even know if it's going to be short. But that's another video. I just had to get this video out there. Because I know a lot of people have experienced it or even experiencing it right now. So yeah, if you've got anything that you want to say around entanglement or any experiences, put it in the comment section below. If you like this video, like it. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to the channel. Here we'll be breaking down the codes of relationships. My name's Moan, and have a good day. And look after yourself. Over and out.
Here is the conclusion I've come to. Man wait for man to bust and then make time. You were on the block when Dizzy made I Love You. I was on the block when MJ died.